Jim, you can stay there. This is a kind of a funny word. Not as funny as giving a $1,000 check, but during worship tonight, I felt like the Lord drew my attention to, and he said something very unique, that there is actually a Joseph sort of anointing upon your life in your role in leadership that you have not yet completely come into. And that obviously Joseph was not just a leader, but he was someone that led many people out of potential death and destruction, starvation in his case, and into freedom. And this is what Moses' blessing over Joseph was. Blessed by the Lord be his land, and with the choicest gifts of heaven above, and of the deep beneath, with the choicest fruits of the sun, and the rich yield of its months, with the finest produce of the mountains, and the abundance of everlasting hills, with the best gifts of the earth in its fullness, and the favor of him who dwells there. May those rest upon the head of Joseph, on the head of him who is a prince among his brothers. A firstborn bull, he has majesty, his horns like the horns of a wild ox, and with them he shall destroy the enemies to the ends of the earth. And Jim, I felt like the Lord said that in this blessing of Moses, that you're to study that and pray into that, because there is something fresh that you're going to be stepping into in the months and years ahead of just God releasing so much wealth from heaven, so to speak, just as Joseph brought people, saved them from desperation, starvation, brought them into fullness. But God is going to use you to bring people in ways you don't see right now into the fullness of God. And there's a favor of the Lord upon you. And I believe the Lord would even challenge you tonight that he wants to teach you to pray bigger prayers than you've ever prayed before on behalf of the church, the city, your own family, all sorts of things, because there's a favor of, in prayer and in leadership, the Lord's provision upon your life. But also that just as Moses referred to Joseph as this ox or bull, there's a strength upon you. There's a warrior anointing upon you to really tear up the enemy. And the Lord has given you, metaphorically, big horns to do this and to really wreak havoc. And I want to encourage you. I think your best years, your most effective years of ministry are coming up ahead of you. And so these words of blessing over Joseph are found in Deuteronomy 33, and I just want to encourage you to, over the next few weeks, to pray into it and see what the Lord shows you.